Coming up next, I'm giving y'all this prison story about an inmate that turned out to be a chubby chaser. Stay tuned to the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show.
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the...
Yo. That boy there look like a side of steak with all the fixings. Yeah, the gravy on the side. Hey, yo, man. Didn't I tell you don't be saying all that fugazi shit around me, bro? Yo, you get from around me saying all that bullshit, man. Come on, man, go. Yeah, I am going. Yeah. Look at him. Look at him wobble. What up? We are back with my Jersey Street Corner, and this is the Prison Talk Show, people. So let's get into it. Now, today, a lot of y'all probably looking at that thumbnail like, what in the hell is he talking about? Chubby chaser. Well, y'all, it's exactly what it sounds like. Remember, this is prison. So, there are no females in prison. Only males who act like females. Yeah. And it's a lot easier to spot them in prison than it is on the streets. So, can't nobody make a mistake. Can't nobody run that dumbass line, I ain't know, I ain't, nah, you knew. You knew all the way what was going down. So, people, today I'm going to give y'all a story about a guy, and now don't get me wrong, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. You like what you like, you are what you are. Just like on the streets. Inmates have their own opinions of what looks good to them, I guess. If you like that. So, this guy that we're going to talk about today, his name is Gerald. And Gerald was definitely a chubby chaser. Now, that could have two meanings. And in Gerald's case, it means both. But this guy really liked chubby guys. So, put it this way. When those fat, overweight, out of shape, M-words come in there, Msters, abusers. When they come into prison, that's his go-to. Now, a lot of times, those other booty bandits, they tend to pass those fat guys up. They're like, nah, they don't want that. They got their whole pick of the whole prison of people to run down on that have bad charges that they can get their way with. Why would they take the fat guy? But just like on the streets, there is somebody for everybody, people. So some guys in prison like fat guys. Oh yeah. Y'all didn't think they had a preference? Y'all didn't think these bandits had a preference in prison? Well, they do. And I'm going to tell you about this guy right here because he was really sickening. Now, I know sometimes, you hear people say, oh, you can't even communicate with people that's like that. And nah, circumstances are different. This guy, Gerald, actually ran a store. So he talked to everybody. And everybody knew how he got down. And you ain't go to Gerald to borrow something unless you absolutely have money coming in on a regular and you could afford to pay him back on time. Or, hey, y'all gonna have to work something out. And supposedly working something out with Gerald never went the other guy's way. It always ended up with Gerald getting a favor for those favors. And now, y'all probably like, well, how Gerald gonna back it up? Gerald will beat you down. Gerald ain't had no problem beating somebody down. Gerald was huge. And if he gave you something, either you came with his commissary or you came with something else. Now, let's get to the fat boys. In prison, y'all, you don't see that many fat guys in prison. Most people come in maybe medium shape, and then they start working out because they're bored and build themselves up. And normally, almost everybody leaves prison in shape. You leave out of there with a 6-pack. Some dudes leave out of there with 8-pack. Huge muscles because they've been down so long. And then, of course, you start smoking and drinking and doing this and that, eating bad and whatnot, and you lose it. You gain a little weight, this and that, and you revert back to your old ways. And it was all for nothing. But some people get caught. That's why they get caught. A lot of these fat guys get caught because they can't run. It'd be simple stuff that they get caught for that if they would have ran, they probably would have got away. But you 300-something pounds of fat, not muscle, you ain't running. You know what I mean? So these guys come into prison. From the rip, they're just bait. They're bait for certain type of people. For one, they're going to get ran down on for commissary if they even dare bring any food in there. So think about that, people. You can't even order commissary if you got money on your books, and dinner time is at 6 o'clock. So from 6 o'clock at night till 6 o'clock in the morning, you ain't eating another meal unless you got some soups, some cans, some chips, maybe a few honey buns. But you ain't got none of that because you scared you're going to get robbed. How can a fat guy survive? Now, I'm just asking this question, y'all. This by no means is any shade at anybody overweight or working on it. Whatever the case is, we all have our vices. I have family members that have vices. But it is what it is. And we deal with it. This is a no judgment zone. Now, as usual, we down in the day room kicking it. We got a game of spades going on for Big Commissary. And, normally I'll play, Gerald will play, and a couple more cats in the pod. But whenever Gerald was playing, we had to make sure everybody had their commissary on deck. We didn't want no problems because I told y'all how he get down. So we sitting there playing, and now it's Gerald's turn. And we sitting there waiting. Hey, nigga, throw the card down. Throw the card down, nigga. What you looking at, man? It's your go. Come on, man. Come on. Gerald over there spaced out. Staring into space. You're like, yo, nigga. You playing or what? Huh? Oh, my bad. It's my go. You go pick his cards up. Yo, what you looking at, man? What was you looking at? Oh, y'all ain't see Big Chops over there? What? Big Chops? Everybody turn around, see this fat ass dude walking by or wobbling by in the prison. And he could barely fit into the uniform that they give him. His is a different color than everybody else because they ain't have nothing regular color in his size. So you're like, yeah, what cell Big Chops going to? You're like, hey, man, you going to quit all that shit over here, man? You're like, oh, that dude looking like a whole steak meal. Look at him. And you're like, hey, yo, man, we going to make you get out the game if you keep it up. Come on, man, you playing or what? You're like, all right, my bad. You throw a card out. And then you get back to staring again. But like, yo, dude, chill, man, chill. Like, do that shit on your time, man. Don't do that during the game. And you're like, all right, man. Well, hey, man, I can't help myself, man. You think he need any commissary? He probably needs some commissary. Yeah, he probably needs some commissary. So you're like, come on, man. Come on, let's finish this game. Come on. Now he trying to hurry up. He don't care if he win or lose at this point. Gerald, he trying to hurry up and get out the game because after this hand, he gonna cash in. He out. He going hunting. Now, Gerald was diabolical, y'all. This guy was notorious for leaving snacks on somebody's bed. Yeah. And you know any overweight person see a honey bun or a Snickers bar, a bag of Doritos on their bed. They are going to rip that bag or that package open with such ferocity. Oh my gosh. Somebody left me a honey bun. Oh my gosh. They ain't gonna think twice about who left it, why they left it. Nah, they gonna demolish that. You ever see the 1 minute challenge? Can you eat a honey bun, an extra large honey bun in 1 minute? Well, some of these inmates, y'all, I'm trying to tell you, they'll beat that challenge 3 times in a row. Yeah. Especially the ones that ain't got no money on their books. The ones that be locker surfing. Oh, what's locker surfing? That's when you going through the lockers and you grazing. As you find stuff that you want, you not putting it in your pockets to steal it and walk up out of there. You eating it on the spot and probably leaving the damn wrapper in the locker. Yeah, that's grazing. Locker surfing. And when you catch an inmate locker surfing, they get the holy beatdown of beatdowns. Now back to this dude. Because things about to get real diabolical. So, the guy that he's referring to as Big Chops, his name was Anthony. Spanish dude, about at least 325-ish, I'd say. I mean, he was just sagging with it, like dragging himself. Like, yeah, it was bad. So, in other words, if this dude was trying to put his hands up to fight or protect himself, his arms were short. You know, not that they were short, but they were so fat. It was ridiculous. I don't even know exactly the full extent of what he did to get there, but I do know it involved a minor. And that's all that Gerald needed to hear. Gerald was determined he was going to have his way with Anthony, one way or another. So when he left the game, he went right on up to his bunk, grabbed a few items, and he hurried up and got back down to that cell before Anthony did. And he left the stuff on the bed. And then he walked out and went down the hall a little bit, waited for Anthony to go in the room. And then when he waited for him to get all the way in the room, he eased up to the entrance of the door, and he waited. And he watched Anthony crack the stuff open and start eating and drinking right away. Now, as soon as he did that, Gerald ain't not. Gerald ain't guilt. He walked right in like, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, what's up? My name Gerald. You're like, what's up, man? What's up, man? You're like, yeah. You like the honey buns? The Mountain Dews? He said, I left those there for you. I figured you was new here. You need something. He said, you left this? Oh, good looking, man. Good looking. I ain't nobody helped hook me up yet, man. You're like, nah. Hey, you need anything else? Come on down to my cell. It's 32A. It's right down the hall. You need anything else? Come on over, man. Feel free. I got soups. I got candy. I got everything you need. They give you toothpaste and soap? You get all that stuff? I could use a bar of soap, man, and some toilet tissue. Alright, man, I got you. Yeah, come on down there whenever you're ready. Go ahead and finish your meal. And then come on down here. I got you. I'll give you some more stuff. He started to groom them from the rip. And now, Anthony ain't never been to prison before. He has no idea he's being groomed. A grown man being groomed. You 300 plus pounds being groomed. How crazy do that sound? You should be in here like fierce. Like you should be in here destroying people. You should be able to use that weight for some good. But no, you can't because you don't know how. Now we back down in the day room. Got another game of cards going again. Gerald's up, gambling as usual. Now, this time he's not that distracted. Gerald seems to be on his game today. He winning. He getting the damn shit going. And the whole time, he's smiling, telling us, hey, man, I got one on the line. I told you the shit. I told you. And like, what, man? What the hell you talking about now, man? Don't start that shit. He's like, nah, I'm just saying. I got old boy on the line. That dude, Anthony, the big chop dude. And they're like, what you mean on the line? Man, I've been grooming him for over 6 days now. It's like, so? It's like, so He owed me so much commissary, ain't no way he gonna be able to pay me back in time. He got less than a week to pay me back. Ain't no way he gonna come up with all them items. This dude so hungry, he been hitting me up every single day for no less than 5 soups, 2 cans, 3 sodas. Yeah. And you know my price. You know I triple up. So how many soups you think he owe me? Yeah. Y'all do the math. He gonna pay like he weigh. And everybody start laughing. They're like, man, you crazy, man. You crazy. You wild, man. How old is that dude, man? I don't know, about 25, 26. Young gun. You're like, man, you crazy. You gonna do that to that young boy. You're like, man, he in prison, man. He know what it is. He took my stuff. He got to pay up. I'm going to give him to the end of the week. I'm going to give him a grace period. A few extra days. After that, y'all already know how it go down. And they're like, nah, man, chill. Yeah, you know it. If he's overweight, he look like steak. Just like Biggie said. 3 in the back, 2 if you're fat. Yeah, I'm picking them chubs up. And they're like, yo, dude, we not gonna keep telling you. We don't mind you gambling with us, but we don't want to hear your stories about the nonsense that you get into. That's your business, bro. And you're like, aye, whatever. And he kept on playing, kept on winning. And he was like, I'm going to go ahead in my cell, take some of this stuff I just won. Go take some of this stuff on over there to Anthony. And that's what he did. He made a beeline from the card table right over to Anthony's cell. Brought him, dropped him off a couple of soups. Hey, yo, Anthony. Hey, what's up, man? I figured I'd save you a walk since I was down here already. I just picked up some stuff from some people that owe me. But listen, here go 5 more soups, 2 more cans, and 3 more Mountain Dews. If you need anything else, then just give me a holler. I'll be upstairs in the cell. All right, man. Thanks, man. Hey. What I owe you for all of this? Well, you know, Anthony, like I told you, I charge 3 soups for every soup. You do the math. You've borrowed 5 soups a day for the last 6 days. And I just gave you another 5. So you do the math, Anthony. You also borrowed cans and Mountain Dews, Anthony. Or, I tell you what, Anthony, this is what we could do. Later on tonight, you come on up to my cell and we'll come to an arrangement. We'll figure something out, Anthony. Don't worry. I'm sure there's something you got that you could pass over to me. Anthony, like, man, I don't really got nothing, man. I don't know what you want me to do, man. I ain't know it was that expensive. You're like, oh. It's all right, Anthony. All right, listen. Just come to my cell in about maybe 45 minutes. And we're going to talk about it. We're going to come to an agreement, Anthony. Trust me. Don't worry. I got you. Don't worry, Anthony. I got you. And Anthony like, all right, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. And you're like, yeah, no worries. Now, supposedly, y'all, and the only reason I know this is because, like I said, this fool loves to come back to the card table and converse about what he's doing or what he's done in his spare time. This guy goes up to his cell. I'm talking about Gerald. And you know how on the streets you get ready for a date? You go take a shower and, get your best clothes on and all that. And, throw some cologne on or whatever. And, you do your best to look your best for your date. Well, that's what Gerald did. This diabolical nigga went to the shower, got all spiffed up, came back out shining, y'all. You know, like when you put the Vaseline on every place and every part of your skin is shining? That's what Gerald went in there and did. Went up there, took a shower, dried off, and lathered in Vaseline, y'all. Came out looking like he was, Silver Surfer or some shit. Now, he go ahead and he pulled his good clothes from under the mat. When I say good clothes, that's your visit clothes, y'all. You keep them pressed under the mat at all times. So when you go to your visit, you looking nice and pressed. You looking like you doing good. You ain't looking like you hungry and broke up in there. Because some people just go to their visit with their same dirty clothes they went to work in the metal shop in this morning. The prison guards ain't going to stop you. That's how you want to go show your mama how you doing. Go right ahead. But if you got any kind of respect for your peoples, you gonna walk out there and let them know you holding your own and you doing good up in there. Unless you want somebody to know you not doing good, then that's another story. But Gerald pulled his Sunday best out. Threw it on, y'all. Now he got on his clean state boots. The spiffy ones that ain't got no scuffs on them. They ain't been on the basketball court. They ain't been walking the track. They only go from the cell to the visit hall. That's when you ballin', when you got an extra pair of boots in the cut. Yeah, y'all don't know nothing about that. I'ma tell y'all exactly how it is in prison. Now, Gerald, he threw all of this stuff on because I guess today is the day, y'all. Today is the day that he's going to get what he's owed out of Anthony. And pretty much he starts heading on over, getting ready. He's waiting for Anthony to come on over to the cell. Now, when he gets to the cell, he's going to be met with aromas of oils burning. Oh yeah, Gerald go all out on his dates. He got the whole cell smelling like Muslim oils, burning. He got the paper over the light so they can have a low light effect in there. He's setting the tone, y'all. Gerald is a crazy mother effer. And overweight or not, I would not want to be caught in a cell with Gerald. Gerald supposedly got he got a contraption rigged up in his cell for his white sheet, where from his bunk, he could just pull a string and the white sheet just covers the doors and all that shit. So as soon as Anthony walked in, Gerald did that. Pulled his string. It got dark. Not dark, but you know what I mean. That sheet went across that front of that gate. Now, Anthony has no idea why he's there. Gerald is looking like he's like the top inmate in the prison. Anthony like, whoa, where you going? You all dressed up and stuff. Where you going, man? He's like, oh, this is all for you. He's like, for me? What you mean? He's like, Anthony, this is our first date. Anthony like, huh? What you mean, man? I don't date. I don't go that way, man. What you talking about, man? And he laughing like, hey, you funny. He like, oh, Anthony, I'm not laughing. You owe me a lot of commissary, Anthony. And today is the day. Today is the day that you pay up. So I don't see a bag of commissary in your hand, Anthony. Which means you came here ready to pay a different way. And Anthony like, man, what you talking about, man? I told you I don't got nothing. Oh, you got something, Anthony. You got something, and you about to give it up. He like, man, I don't know what you talking about, man. He's like, Anthony, we could do this the easy way or the hard way, Anthony. What's it gonna be? He's like, man, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Oh, you gonna play stupid, huh? You gonna play stupid. I guess it's gonna have to be the hard way then. Now, this is something crazy, and you wouldn't think somebody as big as Gerald would take pride in this, but he anticipates his victims saying no, as he should. And being that he likes the big boys, he always comes ready. Gerald preloads 2 combination locks and a pair of socks. And as soon as they say they want it the hard way, well, he get to cracking them on their head with that lock. And as soon as he said that, Gerald just turned around to the bunk, grabbed the sock, turned back around, bang, 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 3-banger real quick to the head. Now, Anthony, as big as he is dazed. That ain't put him down. He's a big boy. And Gerald, he's just like, again, I'm going to ask you, you want it the easy way or the hard way, Anthony? Anthony's still, trying to move around. Oh, man, that hurt. And his red stuff coming out of Anthony's head and everything. Gerald do not give a damn. He got that lock and sock and banged him one good time on the head again. Boom! Close range. Knocked Anthony right on out. And well, from that point on, y'all, I guess Anthony was fair game to Gerald. And according to Gerald, he did exactly what he wanted to Anthony in that cell. Exactly what he wanted. And that was that. So, I don't know the proceedings afterwards. I know nobody got locked up. Apparently, Anthony went to the door, the gate, and said he must have fell off the bunk or something, because Gerald didn't get locked up over the issue. Now, I don't know if it was because maybe in Anthony's head, all of the commissary that he consumed was worth losing his cheeks, or he was just scared for his life. I don't know, y'all. Get in the comment box. Tell me what y'all think. Do you think Anthony was scared for his life? Do you think Anthony was thinking that compensated Gerald for the commissary? Or he was scared to lose his cheeks again? Get in the comment box. Tell me what y'all thought. Alright, y'all, look. That is going to be the end of this story. I really hope you liked it. Like, share, subscribe, hype this video, get in the comment box and get active. Y'all know the vibes. As usual, this was the Jersey Street Corner Prison Talk Show. I am your boy, Jersey Street Corner, and I'm out.
It's JS Corner from the prison story massacres. I be telling stories about the pushers and the traffickers, trying to keep the YNs away from the bandits. Don't eat the honey bun, don't drink the coke, don't become another victim or the butt of a joke. Don't close both eyes when you sleep or get choked. When you go to the mess hall, sit with your team, cause if you sit with some punk boy, you can get seen, then you can get dealt with. Prison justice like you never felt it. I be taking y'all back to stories of the helpless. That lava I spit, get your boys' stories melted. I spit about prison justice cause I dealt it. And you a real hater if you can't respect it. All that bullshit, yeah, I'm here to check that. Any confrontation, I'ma show up. Bet that. You a real hater, I'm here to address that. When it comes to storytelling, I'm the best at. You a real hater, I'm here to address that.